got done wiring this because the relays that I was using, it was kind of a mess. And so I got all the plugs in the right places and stuff, and the power wires are going into the fuse and then out. So I'm gonna figure out how to wire the power to them outside of the box, but so I got each one going into a fuse, and then these might all get tied together to one big line. I don't know. The yellow is for a switch, and the orange is to power the thing that you want to power, and then these grounds will go to the ECU like this one used to go. I got the battery in and bolted down, and the positive going to the switch, the kill switch again. Got the solenoid mounted, and got some of the power wires here going to the front to the relay box, and this one goes to the starter. So I got them all labeled. Goes to the CD box, and I got these special posts from the auto store, and so I can put anything I want here now without having to worry about splicing it in. So I'll just put an eye on it, and so I got the Terminator X and everything, the CD box and all that wired up to the battery, and this cable is the main cable for the positive. I got this cable here going around to that to ground to the chassis, and everything else that needs a ground that's not chassis ground will probably either go here or on the roll cage up front here. There's a bolt. It'll get grounded there. It's still kind of a mess, but this has, I'm gonna probably put a small jumper here from here to here, because this is coming from the battery, and there's another one that goes straight through to go to the starter, but then I can connect anything that needs a 12-volt source to this pretty easily. I traced all these wires out, and some of them go to the front lights, some of them go to the back lights, some of them go to the old school high beam switch down on the floor there, and some of them, one of them goes to the line lock, and then the rest of it was just cut little short wires. I just pulled those out. I can redo those later. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I put the coil in, and I ran the wires under here, through this hole, coiled them up there because they used to go all the way over here. Coiled them up there and then plugged them in. And oh, I did the alternator. I'm not sure if this will work or not, but this is a 500 ohm resistor, and what I did was, this is supposed to go for the exciter wire to the alternator light, and it's supposed to provide the resistance so that it excites it. Well, I just click that resistor on there and then run it right back to here, because I mean, I'm not sure if it needs to go to the battery or not, but we'll see, because this other yellow wire loops right back to it too, and it kind of basically makes it a one wire alternator like that. But again, I'm not certain that's going to work. I'm going to try it, and if it reads high voltage when it's running, then it worked. If it don't, then I'll have to run that wire somewhere else. And then this is the power wire coming off of the alternator, and I just made that up because it was a connection here from before, so I just put another bolt in there, taped it up, and ran that through right there. and it shoots all the way back to a fuse, 150 amp fuse that is under there somewhere. There it is. Right there it is. And then that comes back up to the positive to charge the battery. So that's like the full loop of everything. And I think that's all I did today. Oh, well, I labeled everything. I think I already said that. Every single wire in the car. I hope. I might have to find some more, but I don't think there are any more. But they're all labeled, so the next time I work on this, I'll probably be able to start actually making connections. All right, everything is wired up so where it should start. Fuel pump's kicking on. It runs. I got my line lock, red for stop, line lock, green for purge, because you know I only had 2 colors to choose from. Got these wired up and they're working, and I put the nitrous bottle right there. These bolts here was just wide enough to go around the frame. It's barely made it, but I was able to bolt that down right there. And it can only go in this direction. To be right here anyway, it can only go in this direction because it's got the bar in the way here, and this just barely clears, but it does. So now I gotta hook up my nitrous bottle heater, and some other things. All right, I got the line lock wired, the purge button wired, and got this brake switch wired, and we got headlights and tail lights. It's kind of hard to show you that, but we got bright lights, and then so that's the on and lights. So there's the lights and the brights, and it's hard to show you the brake lights, so I'm not gonna, but when I hit the pedal the brakes work. And I see here, oh, I did the purge line and the purge wire and the purge button there. I wired that in. That's the purge solenoid. And then I kind of cleaned this up. I grabbed these together and zip tied them, and grabbed these together and zip tied them. And this worked out pretty good. I had to take bullet connectors and shove them in there and screw them down, but it worked. I still got to do the trans brake. These are the wires for the trans brake, and I still got to do the bottle heater. And well, I'm getting close to done. So the bottle heater wire's in here somewhere. I gotta, in the ground, I gotta get those 2 wires there hooked up. We're coming along pretty good here.